Hi everybody, welcome to At Home with Gigi. I'm Gwen. Thank you so much for being here today. I am so excited to share with you these Mother's Day gift ideas or just hacks that would be so easy and inexpensive to give as a Mother's Day present. And yes, they are. Most of them are all under $10, but they are in no way, shape, or form cheesy or just something that you would not want to give to your loved one as a Mother's Day gift. So I hope you'll stick around and let me know what is your favorite, because like I said, most of them are just so easy to do and you can just recreate them in just a very short few minutes. So come on and let's get started. We're going to make a beautiful floral arrangement, and I'm going to use this glass vase that I had on hand, but you can use any type of vase, and this beautiful ribbon that I found at Walmart last year, and it was just so pretty, but I have not found a use for it yet. But I'm going to start by hot gluing it to my vase and just add just a very thin line of hot glue right along that edge so you can't really see it. You don't want to overdo it and have a big hot glue globby mess. And then I'm just using my little tool to help press that ribbon down so I don't burn my fingers. I'm just going to go ahead and snip off that extra and then add another very thin layer of hot glue and then just press it down, and I'm keeping it all right on that same edge. That way you can kind of put that towards the back and it won't be seen. And just for a little extra bump, I'm going to add this layer of this really pretty polka dot pink ribbon. And I can't really remember where I picked this up. I've had it in my stash for a year or so now. And whenever I see ribbon, and I love it, I just pick it up. So I can't really remember where this came from. I want to say Walmart, but don't hold me to that. And I'm just going to make a cute little bow using that same ribbon, and I'm just going to tie it off with a piece of jute twine. Instead of using floral foam, which can obviously be seen through my vase, I'm going to use these clear glass rocks that came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to use that to hold my stems in place. The flowers that we're going to use came from Walmart, Hobby Lobby, and Michael's, and the ones from Walmart and Michael's I've had for a couple of years. Then the roses, the one that I just clipped off that came from Hobby Lobby, I picked those up this year back in January or February, I believe. And I just used those in my Valentine's Day video. But anyway, I'm just using things that I already had on hand or things that just were not very expensive that you can get for like 50% off when you go to Hobby Lobby. And I'm just adding in some of this beautiful lamb's ear, and I have not been able to find that at my local Walmart in quite some time. But I just loved it. It was just such high quality for something that came from Walmart. And I'm just adding them in and just no rhyme or reason. As you see, I put it in. If it's too long, I just go back and snip it off. And this baby's breath, that came from the Dollar Tree, and I picked that up last year. And I just love how this is just coming together. And again, if you don't have roses, whatever flower you may have on hand, any color, but I just thought these were so pretty, and I had them already, and I just love how it turned out. And as you can see, it didn't take very long at all to just put it together, and I think it is so pretty for really less than $10, because most of the things I already had on hand. If you have to go out and buy everything, of course it will cost a little bit more than $10, but I just think it's so beautiful. And yes, I still had my Easter decorations up whenever I filmed this, so please excuse the bunny rabbit there, but I thought it just looked so pretty sitting there with the rest of my Easter decorations. And this really could be used as a centerpiece for a wedding or for bridal shower. I just love it. It is so pretty. Y'all, this is by no means a DIY. This is just a little simple hack. And I'm just going to use this beautiful box of chocolates that came from Walmart for less than $10 and some of this really pretty satin ribbon that came from Walmart as well. And I'm just going to loop it around the little box of chocolates, and they're called Ferrero Rocher. Please forgive me if I am saying that wrong. And I'm just going to loop it around and tie it off right in the center. Just tie it in a knot to keep it in place. Now you can just go ahead and tie a simple bow and leave it there. But of course, you know, this is a hack, so I'm going to add this beautiful red rose that I found at Walmart last year, and it is so lifelike. I just thought it would add just a little extra something. And isn't that gorgeous? It was for like $2. They had them last year, and I think I seen them this year earlier in the year, but I haven't seen them in the last couple of months. But that's just beautiful. I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue to the back, and that is basically it. And it's just very easy to do, and this would be so perfect. I would love to get this for Mother's Day, but especially if you know like a single mom or somebody that's not going to get anything for Mother's Day, this would be just something beautiful to give them, and so easy to do. And it's just so thoughtful. And literally, that's how fast it came together. I just thought this was so pretty and just be a beautiful, simple gift to give someone. For this DIY / hack, we're going to use this candle from Bath & Body and these beautiful flower transfers that came from Amazon. And this candle just smells amazing. It's called Cookies with Santa, and I overbuy every year during the holidays, so I thought I would remove the wrapping. As you can see, it just peels right off, and then just give it a good wipe down with an alcohol pad. That way your transfer will adhere to it really well. These transfers are just so easy to use. As you can see, I have the masking tape laying there, but I didn't have to use it. Once I pulled that white backing off of the flower, it was just very easy to place on the front of the glass candle. And if you don't get it exactly where you want, as you've seen, I lifted it up just a little bit and repositioned it. Then I just went over and smoothed it out with my finger, making sure I had it down. And then I'm just using this little tool. And this came from the Dollar Tree, but it also came with that little wooden scraper stick that's laying on the side over there. And you can use either one. And I just went over it with firm, even pressure until I felt like I'd gotten all the transfer on the front of the candle. Then I'm just gently pulling off that clear protector sheet, and if you see that some of the transfer did not completely adhere to your glass, then just place it back down and go over it gently again with your little scraping tool. But it was just that easy, and it was so pretty, y'all. I thought that was just gorgeous and just a wonderful way to reuse your candle. And this candle came from Walmart, and it was also less than $10. And I'm just going to do the same process with this. But this smelled so good. It was called Country French Vanilla. And oh my goodness, y'all, I love anything vanilla with candles, and this smelled so good. And again, this would be just the perfect gift to give someone for Mother's Day, or for just a little happy birthday, whatever may be the case. And again, I'm just gently pulling off that top protective layer, just doing a little bit at a time to make sure I've gotten all that transfer. And I'm just running my finger over it, making sure it's just nice and smooth. As you can see here, I'm using that clear protective sheet just to rub over the transfer, just making sure everything is down really nice and smooth. And I did go back and give it a good layer of the Waverly clear wax just to make sure the transfers stay in place. And I think they were so cute. You can see I added a little pink polka dot ribbon to the taller candle. These will make such beautiful Mother's Day gifts to someone, or any time of the year. Just a beautiful little happy. I will keep on searching for my highs. For this little quick arrangement, we're going to use fresh flowers. This time of year, you can find them at Walmart your local grocery store, pretty much anywhere. But these beautiful sunflowers I had left over from an arrangement, and I was trying to make them last as long as possible. So I'm just snipping off the bottom and placing them in this little white vase that came from Dollar General. I thought it was so cute for $3. And I've also added some glass beads into the bottom just to help hold the sunflowers in place, and they are pretty top heavy. But they were just so beautiful, and this would be a very quick and easy gift to give for Mother's Day, or just to do for yourself. But they were, like I said, I just love these sunflowers. And Sarah over at Sunflowers and DIYing, I thought of you whenever I saw these. I said, oh, she would love these. But you just keep snipping them down until you get them to the height that you want. And then I went back and added in some water, and they were just so, so pretty. I'm obviously just using what I have on hand, and because I want to extend the life of these beautiful sunflowers. But again, this time of year you can find some beautiful, beautiful flowers at your local farmer's market, Walmart, your grocery store, and then just take them home and arrange them in a little vase, and you have the perfect gift for your mom, your sister, your daughter, yourself, just to make you happy. But I just love how these look in this white vase. So for this DIY, we're going to use this wooden heart that came from the Dollar Tree, and I just had this left over from Valentine's Day, and I'm going to give it 2 coats of plaster from Waverly Chalk Paint. And guys, I didn't realize my SIM card had filled up, and my camera had stopped recording, so you'll see in a second here it's just going to jump straight into me painting the heart, but you've all seen me paint, so hopefully please forgive me for that. And again, I just gave it 2 coats of the plaster and let it dry really well before I started with the next part of the DIY. And this is just really easy to do. I know it's just before Mother's Day, so I tried to make sure the DIYs and the little hacks that I did was just very, very simple and easy. Now I'm just taking 1 strand of rope that came from the Dollar Tree, and if you ever buy rope from the Dollar Tree, you know that you can pull it apart and you have 3 strands. So I'm just using 1 strand and attaching it with some hot glue, and then I'm just going to wrap it around the center of the heart. I'm just going to add this little simple bow to the center of the heart, and then on top of that I'm going to add in this pink foam rose, and all of this came from the Dollar Tree. And just to add a little green to it, I'm just going to cut off some of this lamb's ear, and the lamb's ear came from Walmart, and just tuck that in up under the ribbon and the rose. Then after that, I just made a handle out of some of these beads, and y'all have seen me use these beads before. It's my never-ending bucket from Michael's. And y'all, I wanted to put the word mom on the front of my sign so it wouldn't look so Valentine's-y, and all they had was the letters N through Z, so I couldn't get any M, so I bought 2 packs and took the W's and turned them upside down and attached it with some Gorilla Gel glue. And that is all that it took to make this little sign from Mother's Day. And I thought it turned out so cute and just so simple. So if you know of someone who loves plants or herbs like I do, this is the absolute perfect gift for them for Mother's Day or for any time again. I'm just using these 3 little flower pots and some more rope that came from the Dollar Tree. and I'm just going to wrap the rope around these little flower pots. You want to start off by adding a good amount, not to where it's oozing and seeping through, but just add a good amount of hot glue. That way the rope just stays in place, and I just press it in and just kind of hold it there until it kind of sets up, and then just keep wrapping it around. And y'all, I love my little Sure Bonder glue gun. That little detailing tip comes in so handy when you're doing projects like this. When I added this second piece of rope, I snipped off the bottom part of it kind of at an angle just to make it lay down flat and not be so obvious where I'm joining the two pieces. I did use almost 2 full pieces of the 9.5-foot rope from the Dollar Tree. You can get this from Walmart, you can get it from Amazon, and now with the price increase at Dollar Tree, it might be more economical if you order it from Amazon or pick it up when you're at Walmart. As I'm adding this last row of rope, I am pushing it down after I've added the hot glue so it doesn't stick up too much over the lip of the flower pot. I'm just going to cut it at an angle again and then add a little more hot glue and press it down so it just, that end just kind of blends in with the rest of the rope. And I'm just going to use my little handy dandy spatula that I love to use to keep from burning my fingers. And I just completed the same process with the other 2 flower pots. For the herbs, I'm using flat leaf parsley, sweet basil, and sage. And I just added them to the little flower pots, and I think they turned out so adorable. I'm just showing you how they look on my little plant stand, but I'm actually going to put them in my window in my kitchen. But it was late at night when I'm filming this, and there wasn't any sunlight coming through, so this is how they look, and I think they're so adorable, and it's just such a unique and different gift to give someone. You'll have to comment down below and let me know what you think, and tell me which one was your favorite DIY or Mother's Day gift, and let me know if you'll be attempting to recreate or hack, using air quotations here, one of the gifts. Thank you so very much for being here today. I truly appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful and blessed Mother's Day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. What's it like?